If you're still broke, this is probably why. Entrepreneur ADHD explained. The difference between starting to make money versus staying broke as a young man. And this right here is AI generated, by the way. That's not my actual money. So those right here are the main signs that you suffer from entrepreneur ADHD. It's that you're jumping from business model to business model. One day you research drop shipping, the next one you're trying to make videos online, and the next day you're trying a completely different business model. Another sign is that you're still watching those top 5 business model videos on YouTube, and you are constantly on the search for the next shiny object. Or you may be trying a business model, then you're switching to a new one, and this is when you're actually putting in a little bit of work and then quit because maybe something is a little bit too hard. Or maybe it is consuming more content than creating. Like if you're always watching videos after video after video, and you're not creating anything, then you're most likely suffering from entrepreneur ADHD as well. And let me move that up. Or you're thinking, I'm not good enough to start yet. And this is where maybe you have researched the business model and you really want to start, but your mindset is a little bit fucked up because you think you need more experience to start. And what are the consequences? Obviously, you still made no money yet. This is what happens with most people. This is what happened with me as well, with trying a lot of random business models. Another consequence is that you're not really good at any skill, really. Like you're semi good at many different skills. That's probably another reason why you still haven't made any progress. Maybe for you, you're always frustrated because you made no progress, and the next day you try another different business model again, and you fail with that. So you're in this constant cycle of wanting to make progress, but you switch, and then you feel frustrated again, etc., etc. And another big one that I have realized with myself when I was in this constant loop of business model to business model was that I went to bed every day thinking, man, I could have done so much more work. And this stems from this exact problem of entrepreneur ADHD, where you don't really make any progress and you're completely disconnected from your purpose. And that's a big problem. And we'll get to that part later in the presentation. So why exactly is entrepreneur ADHD such a big problem if you want to start making money and start living a more fulfilling daily life where you feel like you're actually putting in meaningful effort toward your goals? Imagine this, you just keep researching business model after business model. One day you're learning about dropshipping, the next one you're learning how to code Java to make a video game, next one you're trying to make videos on TikTok. Like if you really think about it, if you keep doing this kind of behavior for another 1 or 2 years, what will your life realistically look like? Like that's what you have to really ask yourself. And that's what I've been asking myself recently, because I wanted to stop this trap of entrepreneur ADHD for years. But I've always, in the midst of researching, I thought that was like productive work, but that's actually just another form of procrastination where you think you're being productive and you're doing work and you will be a millionaire one day, but without committing to one business model or one type of work, you're never really going to reach the end result which you want, the money and the success. So here's the common cycle that most people go through, and I have been through this circle many, many times. That is, at the start, you ask yourself, what the fuck am I going to do now? Like, which business model is going to make me my dream money? And then you go on some kind of platform, YouTube, Instagram, you start researching how to make money. Then the trending business models or the ones that apparently can make millions of dollars per month, you watch those videos and you think, oh, maybe I can do drop shipping. You try that maybe for not, you don't even try. You watch videos, you learn productive procrastination. You go to then TikTok because you realize, maybe I don't like drop shipping. Then you go to YouTube, you post maybe 1 or 2 videos, or you don't even do it at all. Then you go to coding because apparently you can make millions of dollars with an app or a game. Then 2 years later, you're in the same spot again. And this could be, the cycle could be 1 year, 6 months for you. But essentially, you always end up at the point where you ask yourself the same question: which business model is going to make me the money? So to really, really make you understand how bad entrepreneur ADHD is, this is what I've been doing the past years. So I wanted to be a YouTuber when I was 10 years old. I uploaded for a couple of months. I even reached, I think, 80 subscribers on YouTube, which is quite good, honestly, especially for a 10-year-old who didn't know what he was doing. But then I stopped recording videos because of school, the common excuse, like you have some responsibilities and maybe you maybe forget that you wanted to make money and, have some kind of income source next to your work or school. And then for me, I wasted years watching YouTube videos around like gaming, weird, like just mainstream videos, Mr. Beast videos back then. I don't do it anymore. And I just spent my time playing Clash Royale and watching videos. But the desire was always still there to have some kind of business model that I can commit to and put in some effort to make money. So I started posting again on YouTube in 2024, like last year. You can see that on my channel. I think I have some 2 or 3 videos from last year, but then I stopped again for whatever reason. I just couldn't. Yeah, entrepreneur ADHD always. It's always the same reason. Like you always stop doing the work when you find a shiny object, like another trending business model. Yeah, and after I stopped again last year, I had this 1 year of constant entrepreneur ADHD where 1 week I was researching social media management and wanting to manage some company's social media account, which is a good business model, but I just didn't commit to it. Then I tried affiliate marketing with some kind of supplement that I still use. Then I researched AI agency because apparently people are making tens of thousands of dollars with that. And TikTok shop recently, when I saw some 18-year-old make like 50K a month with few videos. Then marketing and a bunch of different business models after that. Basically, always switching ideas, never really sticking to one. And that's the reason why today I'm still not making a couple thousand or even like a good amount of money per month. So I found the best way to stop entrepreneur ADHD is to first ask yourself a couple of questions. First one is, do I want to make money? The obvious answer is yes. Do I want to stop wasting time? Yes, right? So if you say yes to those questions, then you immediately need to stop looking for the perfect business model because honestly, it doesn't exist. I've spent probably 3 to 4 years now researching business models and watching those top 5 business model videos on YouTube. And let me tell you, there is no perfect business model for you. Even if you find a business model that suits you mostly, there's always something that you don't like. Let's say you run a social media account with long form content, maybe on YouTube, and you really like talking to a camera, but you hate editing. So maybe you quit this business model because you really hate editing and it really sucks. So you enter this loop again of switching to business model to business model to business model. And it's the same thing always. The perfect business model doesn't really exist. That's what I've recently found out about my own journey. So all these years that I spent researching business models and trying to find the perfect one for me that I'm going to 100% stick to for years and that's going to make me rich, it just doesn't exist. So if you finally want to change and stop this goddamn entrepreneur ADHD, you have to stop doing what you do right now, and that is this constant switching and not committing. And another few truths I had to learn about business models and making money online is obviously the one I just said to you, that the perfect business model for you doesn't even exist and it will never exist. But number two, that any business model is hard because you always start at level zero. Like you have never had the chance to make any experience in this business model. So you're always at level zero. Even if you like a business model 95%, the other 5%, you have no clue. Like you have no experience in that business model. You're always at level zero or at level one. And to really start making money, maybe you have to be at level 10. And that is going to always be a little bit hard. And that's with any business model. And another really important thing that I've recently realized about making money is, would you rather have another year of entrepreneur ADHD, of basically all the bad things that we already talked about in this video, happen to you again, versus just making money with any random business model, even if you semi like it, maybe 50%, maybe you hate a few things, maybe you find ways to outsource it to somebody else for cheap, like maybe on a platform like Fiverr or Upwork. And I know a really good book that is called Hard Times Create Strong Men. It's the book up here, that basically the author talks about a man's purpose is always his work. He always says in the book that a man without a purpose is basically like a castrated, like a sterilized version of the man you could be. And the problem with entrepreneur ADHD is that you don't have purpose because you don't commit to any real work. And so finding your purpose is essentially just committing to a business model and working hard on it, and waking up every day wanting to reach goals in this business model, making money and learning the skill of your chosen business model. And I really recommend you actually buy the book. Like it's, I think, $24 on Amazon. You can buy it and read it. It's basically like the Bible of purpose for people like you and me. So my recommendation for you, and what I started doing recently, is to just pick one main business model you like to do. Like it's the one that maybe the past few weeks you thought, let's try that business model and let's make some money. And again, it doesn't even need to be like your dream business model because it doesn't exist, like we just discussed. The most common problem I see with most people, and even with myself, obviously, is that we're always, when we're planning our day and what we need to get done that day, we set these unrealistic expectations, like send 50 outreach emails or record 20, like 10 or 20 videos or shorts, whatever that might be for you. And the problem with that is the barrier to start doing the habit becomes so much more higher and difficult to actually do than if you just did the minimum daily goal strategy. And that is, like, maybe you want to make ideally 5 posts a day, like on Twitter or whatever. And with this different, better approach, maybe you make only 1 post, like minimum 1 post, or 10 to 15 emails sent instead of 50, which is your ideal goal for the day. And like we already discussed, cut out any shiny objects, like these videos about the best business models. Don't research meme coins if you have like 100 euro in savings. Don't follow trendy topics, trendy business models, and try to start that, because then you're essentially just always re-entering this constant loop of entrepreneur ADHD, which you don't want if you want to be successful. And then another one which has helped me massively is finding some kind of accountability. And that can be with people or with yourself, with your own habit tracker. This is the thing I've done for the past weeks, which has helped me stay very consistent, honestly. I think I've minimum 5 times or 10 times my productivity this way. That is having a habit tracker, like you can see here in the picture. You just write here the days, like day 1, day 2, day 3. And here you have the habits that you need to do for your chosen business model. For example, if you're posting something on any kind of platform, then you write down post 1 time per day, post 1 time, and maybe come up with ideas and all that stuff. Maybe you can write down even gym and other good habits that you want to do. That is going to really keep you accountable. But there's an even better strategy to stay accountable for even longer periods of times, is having some kind of accountability with a community or with friends one-on-one. And to do that, you can join some kind of community online. You can even join my free community, which is the link in the description. And there you can network with people and find friends that are like-minded, keep each other accountable, tell each other your goals, and check in if the other person is actually doing the work. And so the rule here is that even small actions every day are better than nothing. Just doing some kind of focused work in any business model is much better than doing nothing, because then you increase your chance of making money if you just do something.